Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Dalton's Nighthawks.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. 2nd down, Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He's going to fire one deep over them into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vincent Ray. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Eluding the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And he puts it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. First down, Rivers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down. Dalton. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Third and long for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Williams, a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers now on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Tie in this game. So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Ready?
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Dalton here from the gun. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the back goes into motion. To throw on second down, Dalton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down throw here for Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses, and now
trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Dalton picked off by another Horned Frog, Jason Verrett. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
To throw here, Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion right comes LaFell. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Dalton, first and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Another chance for Dalton. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he slings one that's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the counter, here's Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hurry up! Let's go! Detroit!
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Defense showing blitz. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and goal to go now. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Dalton throwing on second down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Dalton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. On 4th down, off goes Dalton, and on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, for the field goal try. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And Elliott puts this one through. Final score now on our NFL scoreboard. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing here, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory.